Hey guys, this is Zareen. I wanted to come on here to talk to you quickly about an amazing opportunity that we're going to be having coming up that we have just launched starting January. There will be 4 Sundays in January where we're going to be launching the business opportunity. So if any of you guys are interested in learning more about the business opportunity, watch this video that I'm going to be putting in next so that you get an understanding of what our team for doTERRA is developing to make you able to earn additional income, whether it be part-time, full-time, growing a new business, becoming an entrepreneur yourself, and building something that is meaningful as well as that is going to be impactful. So if you're interested, either DM me, my information will be in the description box below, as well as you are more than welcome to contact me, and I will also link the registration for the upcoming 4 sessions. It will be 4 hours, so 1 hour each Sunday night. If you are on Eastern Standard Time, it'll be 8 p.m. or it'll be 6:30 a.m. Indian Standard Time. So if you're looking for an amazing opportunity, this is it. Watch now to learn more. We can't wait to have you as part of the team. If you are new to doTERRA and you've never started with essential oils before, I will link the video above so that way you can watch an essential oils made easy video to learn a little bit more about essential oils and how you can integrate them into your life. And we will be more than happy to get you started.
And we are so excited to have you guys here with us tonight. Like I just shared, we are at capacity of 500 people for this Zoom room. So we're going to be streaming this over to our Instagram accounts as well. We will keep you on mute so that the background noise is kept to a minimum. So if you find yourself talking and us hearing you, if you could help us out by unmuting or muting yourself, just so that we can help keep the volume where it needs to be, that would be awesome. While everyone's settling in, let us know in the chat of the Zoom what you're diffusing tonight in your, wherever you are, in your home, wherever you are in the world. I have a nice blend going if you want to try a new one. It is my Zen blend, 2 drops each, sandalwood, lavender, and clary sage. And wild orange, sandalwood, clary sage, and lavender. It's a beautiful blend if you're looking for something new tonight. If we have not met before, I'm Ange Peters. I'm the founder of WholeFit, and tonight I'm delighted to be hanging out with you and several of my incredible business partners to give you an inside look at the business opportunity that exists with doTERRA. In the room tonight, I want to go through and quickly introduce the girls that will be presenting the information tonight. We're going to go for about an hour with you. First, we have Brittany McDonald, and I've put all of their social media handles there for Instagram if you want to connect with them after the Zoom tonight. But we have Brittany McDonald on, Rebecca Leonardis, Megan Terzes, Chris Britton, and Colleen Newton. And we're going to just create a nice, cozy vibe tonight of sharing from our hearts. We've all been building this business anywhere from 3 to 7 years. And we have a lot to pack in tonight. So we're really excited you're here. We offer this business opportunity session twice a year in the month before we lead our Launch Your Business program, which we will share more about with you at the end. So this session tonight is the space where wellness and freedom intersect. And I had a quick look at the attendance for tonight, and of the almost 500 of you that registered, about 70% of you are already using doTERRA in your home as your method of health and self-care. So tonight you're going to learn about bringing more harmony to your financial health, since you already have your physical and emotional realm being supported. Health and income in this coming year of 2021 is at the front of everyone's mind, right? The unpredictability of our current world has caused more people than ever before to ask how they can strengthen their health and income. And our confidence in times like this really does grow when we feel we are in a position to be ready for anything. That's a feeling that we want to be able to go into this year feeling that we have a plan regardless of what's going on out there, that we can come into our center and feel supported in our health and in our finances. And this information tonight is in important timing if you are looking to create a more stable future for yourself and for your family, especially if you love your oils, we're going to teach you how simple it is to share them and build something for your family that lasts, especially in a time like this. So what you're going to learn tonight is what really sets doTERRA apart, especially when we talk about this industry of direct selling or network marketing, whatever you want to call it. You're going to learn why doTERRA is the largest and most trusted essential oil brand in the world with the largest retention rate. That's an important thing to be looking at when you look at a business opportunity. You're going to also learn how you earn money and build a residual income stream. It is not this, big scary thing to be starting up. We actually, we already have this great model within doTERRA. And tonight on this session, you're going to learn what our team offers you to help you make this even easier. So it's something that you can not only just plug into yourself, regardless of what your experience has been with the oils or with the business. Maybe you've been doing it for a couple of years and you just stepped away for a while and you're looking to refresh yourself and grow your business again. Or maybe you're brand new to our team, or maybe you haven't even enrolled before. We have all mixes of people on tonight, but we're going to teach you how simple it is for you to start wherever you're at and to be able to offer this partnership to other people to join you and build this with you. So you're going to learn how simple it truly can be to build this business. Now, there's 3 things we're going to expand on for the first 20 minutes of this session. And the first area is what would be the most important when you're looking at an opportunity like this. There are 3 things you should always be looking at, but this first thing, product, is so important because in this industry, and let us know in the chat, I'm curious of everyone on tonight, how many of you have been part of a network marketing company or direct selling company before? Let us know. Like, we know you don't have to be specific about what the product or company was, but let us know. Have you tried other things before and you're now looking at doTERRA to see, is this something that could really work for you? The main thing that establishes doTERRA among all the other opportunities out there is that the product is actually amazing. I know so many of you already have our oils in your home, right? You know what an awesome product it is, that it does what it is supposed to do. There's no hype here. And unfortunately, what you will often see in this industry is a product that the companies aren't talking about as much as they are the opportunity to build a business. And that's when you know you have a pop-up opportunity that's going to be going away soon. When you have a product like we have in doTERRA, that it actually solves problems for people and creates this retention, this lifelong relationship with the product, you now have a business opportunity worth looking at. So we're going to talk about what sets the product apart. We're also going to talk about the people, because the people, not only with the people that you would be partnering to work with and the upper leadership of a company, not only those areas are important, but how does the company support the greater good around the world? That's important when we think about sustainability. And you're going to learn what doTERRA has in place. It's a model that is so brilliant. It empowers on both sides of the bottle. So as you're using your bottle of oil here in your home, the person, the family, or the community that helps to grow that plant across the world is benefiting as well. So you're going to learn why this model is just so beautiful and abundant on both sides. And then the last piece, which you're all here for, right, is to understand the pay. The pay, the compensation within a business model is important if you want to have something that's going to last in the long game. You know, a lot of companies out there will pay people up front, a lot of things to entice them to come in. And then it doesn't go anywhere. It gives people money up front or gives them the cars up front, and then it doesn't grow to be anything. And so what you really want to be looking at within an opportunity is this a business that will truly create financial freedom for the long haul, right? So within these 3 areas, I'm going to first turn it over to my girl Colleen. She is going to share with you what makes the product unique, why people are so drawn to it, why it works. She's also going to share with you what drew her to using the product. So Colleen, are you on? I'm going to find you and unmute you, unless you can do it yourself.
Got it. Hi.
Hi. Okay, I'm scrolling to find you, but you keep talking.
Well, on my screen, I'm right under you. So first of all, hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. It's so exciting to see how many of you are interested in this opportunity, whether you're looking for just something small to supplement your income or cover the cost of your oils. But for me, the product is absolutely the most important part, because if you're like me, you won't stand behind something that doesn't have a solid name and a solid quality to it. So for me, I was really drawn to doTERRA just because of how high quality the product actually was. So if you don't already know, doTERRA is actually the largest essential oil company in the world. They have the most tested and trusted, but also the most potent and pure essential oils on the planet. And I'm sure if any of you are here who have tried any essential oils before, you'll see that the actual proof is in the sampling. So if you have, used another bottle of peppermint and then experienced doTERRA's peppermint, then you'll quickly realize that you don't need anything else. You don't need any science reports or any sort of research to show you that they actually are the purest essential oils that you can get your hands on. But on each essential oil bottle, there's over 60 tests done. And this just goes to show you how much doTERRA puts into the quality behind all of their oils. And not only that, but they're used by doctors and hospitals worldwide. So doTERRA has actual medical clinics that use essential oils in their practices. There's hospitals who have dedicated entire floors to using doTERRA essential oils to help their patients. And for me, I've been in the health and wellness industry for quite a long time. And I think for sure, for those of us who are moms, when you become a mom, all of a sudden you start to really zero in on the quality of the products that you're using on your children. Like on yourself is one thing, but when it comes to what you're putting on your babies, you tend to really take a deeper look at things. And for me, I was using a lot of products that I thought were green or that I thought were organic. And actually, when it came down to it, they really weren't. So for me, I wanted to really clean all that up. So by adding doTERRA into our home, we just completely detoxified every area of our life. And I was a pretty quick switch, or, I hopped on the bandwagon of the business pretty quickly, just because I knew for myself, I'm not necessarily a salesperson, but for me, I was talking and sharing about the oils with everyone around me. And I had a pretty large network of clients and people that I had worked with in the past. So I knew I had something really, really special to offer them. And I wasn't going to stand behind something that I wasn't first in love with myself. So to be able to go and share this with everyone around me was just a real no-brainer. So Ange, if you want to just kind of next slide it. So when it comes to sharing, I know that sometimes people get a little bit stuck on sharing, the potency and the purity and the science behind the oils, but this full transparency does all the work for you. So doTERRA has this incredible site called sourcetoyou.com. And actually, if you have an essential oil bottle right by you and you haven't, I'm just going to grab one right here. And if you haven't seen this or been told about this before, on the bottom of each of your bottles, there's actually a lot number, and you can head to the Source to You website and you can input that number into there and it will pull up a report for you that shows you where the essential oil is sourced, all the testing that has been done on that bottle, and it basically shows you that it's been unadulterated from the time that it has been sourced or extracted from the plant or wherever it's being sourced from and sold to you as a consumer. So for me, that's really important because the essential oils are 100% pure, because the unfortunate thing is that many essential oils on the market are adulterated. And if you didn't do any educating or if you didn't know that, then a lot of people will just go out and buy essential oils anywhere to use, and they'll possibly have a negative experience with them because they actually aren't doing what they're supposed to. And it's mostly because they either aren't 100% pure and have synthetics in them or added fragrances or God knows what else put into the bottle. But actually over 80% of oils that are sold to us on the market are adulterated. And this is just something that breaks my heart because essential oils are such a gift to us and they should be pure. And to me, it's basically a crime to be buying essential oils that are not pure and potent and doing exactly what they're supposed to do. So if you haven't had a chance already, go and check out that website and see the information that doTERRA has to offer you there, because there's even loads more information than just that.
Awesome. We wanted to kick over to Megan and Brittany, who both wanted to share with you a personal story they had in coming into doTERRA and why this mattered. Megan, do you want to go first?
Yeah, can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, you're a little bit quiet.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, just talk kind of loud.
Okay. All right, I'll talk as loud as I can.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, hi guys, my name is Megan Terzes, and I'm really excited to just share with you guys just a really quick personal story. I mean, as Colleen was sharing with us, the product does what you want it to do. doTERRA's, quality matters here, and I think that's a big thing that we forget about when 80% of essential oils are adulterated. You can go and buy essential oils off the shelf, and like Colleen said, they might not do what you want them to do, and you might kind of be like, they don't work. But if you have a good quality, someone says they can't hear me. Ange, can you still not hear me?
I can hear you. You're just a little bit quieter than the rest were. I don't know if.
Yeah, I don't know why. Anyways, I'll try to speak as loud as I can.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. So for me, it's funny because I really didn't believe in essential oils when I first got started. I kind of looked at myself as the modern day mom. I kind of lived in this bubble and I really didn't venture into this world of essential oils until I had a personal health scare myself. And close to 7 years ago, I suffered from a ruptured appendix and I went completely septic and gangrenous and I almost lost my life. And it was a really scary time for me. I spent a month in the hospital trying to nurture myself back to good health. And this is when essential oils were really introduced to me. And this is when the light bulb went off. It was that aha moment when I realized, our health and our wellness can be taken away from us so quickly. And so essential oils became a bit of a clutch for me. I started to use oils for digestive issues and inflammation and, the power of aromatherapy. I mean, all of you guys on this call right now are here because you've had a positive experience with doTERRA, right? And I think, you have to go back to that moment and remember, maybe it's one moment or maybe it's several. I'm also a mom and my son had really bad eczema. And it was that one roller bottle that had tea tree, lavender, and frankincense that I actually was able to take hydrocortisone creams away and I became empowered. And so these oils are very empowering. They're empowering for us as women and for mothers and for anybody really. And, so I just wanted to share that personal experience with you guys. I think Brittany's going to share hers. But I want you guys to think about what some of your experiences have been with your oils, because it's something that really fuels you and helps you to really understand why the importance of sharing these oils is.
Okay. Hi guys. My name is Brittany McDonald. And so when I dove into doTERRA oils, I needed to know that they worked. I tried oils before in the past and they didn't work, but I never tried doTERRA. So the very first thing that I attempted to do with doTERRA oils is on my oldest son. He always used to get this cough every season change, and he would cough so hard he would throw up a few times a night. We ended up in the ER probably 5 times a year minimum. And they pumped steroids into him. And so eventually we got on this protocol of him being on different medication, and they worked. They worked amazingly well. But what they did do is they stimulated his body and he was up all night. So it just got me thinking of like, what the heck, what is actually in these things? What is making this cough go away and him be calm and everything working? but what else is in there? And is there something better? So when I had my first few bottles of doTERRA, I actually grabbed frankincense and easier, also known as breathe, and lime, and we would diffuse it in his diffuser at night. I rubbed it on his chest and on the bottom of his feet. And we did that religiously for like 2 times a day for a good solid couple weeks before the season started to change. And I had our other medication on hand in case we needed it. And honestly, it's been 6 years now. And instead of using the other medication, we have literally haven't had to use it more than once instead of using it like 10, 20 times a year. The oils worked. They worked amazingly well. And they gave me just this natural solution for my little guy.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, I know all of you here have, if you have the oils in your home, you've had some kind of experience with them that taught you that these oils are the real deal. Many of us were using other brands before. I know I was myself. I had several other brands I was using for years before I started with doTERRA. And I remember the first time that I opened a bottle of peppermint and it just clicked. I was like, wow, this is potent. You could smell the purity, you could smell the difference even before trying it. And when I would stack my other bottles up next to the doTERRA bottle, it was unbelievable how different the other oils smelled, not to mention the lack of potency in using them. So that is what typically draws people to this business model. And Rebecca's going to share next on what makes this opportunity unique when it comes to the way that we do business, the people involved, and the way we source. But I wanted to just mention while she's unmuting herself that so many people in doTERRA start as customers. This is the one thing we want you to understand that really sets doTERRA apart. The experiences that you have with your oils each day puts you in this position to be able to share and help other people. And I think that that organic attraction to this business is what makes it so unique, is that it is not built on hype. It is built on true experiences that people have. And when something works for you, you want to share it with people. It's no different than anything. You know, when you find a good deal on your favorite brand of clothes, you call a girlfriend and let her know. And this is how doTERRA often starts for people. It's that genuine attraction, and it grows from there, this natural love. And I know I'll speak for myself. I wasn't looking for a business opportunity when I came across doTERRA. I was simply looking to have the products in our home, that missing piece, to help us take our health to the next level, because that truly is what was missing for us. We were doing all the right things with food. You know, I was at least trying to as a new mother, and this was really the missing piece for us. So Rebecca, are you in the room? I'm just going to scroll across. If you are, unmute yourself. We were having some issues getting her into the Zoom room, so I'm going to start presenting her slide. Bex, if you're on, unmute yourself and just cut me off.
I just got in, Ange. I'm here.
Yay, you sound great. Go ahead.
All right. I am thrilled to speak on this piece, the people. This is what really drew me into doTERRA, the idea of community and the idea of connection. And when I talk, when we reference people in doTERRA, it is us as wellness advocates and people who are sharing the incredible products, but it is also this notion, this idea, this fact that with doTERRA, everything is done in such an ethically and sustainable way. It's certainly not, and you'll hear this every once in a while, you'll hear that it is not the easiest way to do things, and it's certainly not the cheapest way to do things, but it is the right thing to do, because it includes people from all over our globe. It empowers people from literally every corner of the planet, truly. And if I could have you advance the slide just one, and then we'll come back to this one in just a moment, it'll give you an idea of all of the areas that we actually source our essential oils from. So we have 120 open markets as of right now with doTERRA, and we source our essential oils through this co-impact sourcing model, which allows us to partner directly I mean, friends directly. I had an opportunity. I did this alongside Brittany, who you've heard from tonight already. We visited Guatemala, so I can speak firsthand on what this relationship is like. We went to Guatemala, and this partnership is such that we're on first name basis with the farmers in these areas. And right from the moment the seed is planted through the entire supply chain process, doTERRA acts as a steward not only of the people, but of the land. They work in this incredible just a relationship with the people who are from these areas where we're sourcing the essential oils. Now, you'll notice on this map, a lot of these areas that are identified are areas that we would consider developing countries. So this means that doTERRA is providing, Angela, just have you go back to that first slide now. This means that there is an opportunity that has now been presented to the people living in these areas, which empowers them, gives them an opportunity not only to be paid fair, but to be paid on time. It allows for job creation in communities, and this has a massive, massive impact. We heard the phrase time and time again during our time in Guatemala that these communities, these people, these individuals were not looking for handouts, they were looking for a hand up. So this co-impact sourcing model allows doTERRA to become familiar with the people in the area who pour their love and time and energy into creating an essential oil, an ingredient that empowers us as consumers, because we now know from what Colleen shared with us that this product is the very best on the market. But we cannot expect to achieve the very best on the market without supporting the people behind that effort. And this co-impact sourcing model allows for that opportunity to happen. So from seed to harvest to distillation, the entire supply chain process is supported with doTERRA and in these communities where these farmers live. doTERRA has had an opportunity to help enhance or leverage or maximize the opportunities that these farmers are exposed to now by offering them education on how to maximize their yield and education on how they can further enhance their families and their communities. So co-impact sourcing is also tied into this beautiful effort that we call healing hands. We mentioned before that in these areas, it's largely developing countries where we're sourcing these essential oils. In these areas, as you can well imagine, there isn't just a need for this partnership, this financial gain, although that is a primary focus, of course. There's also immediate needs like clean water, access to clean water, or access to education, or access to safe birthing centers. And with this co-impact sourcing model and the Healing Hands partnership tied within that, we're not only enabling these farmers to live in a world where they know they're leaving their legacy by partnering with a company that will treat them fair, pay them on time, treat them with respect, and honor their product through its global marketing. There are immediate needs in these areas that are being met as well. So if you're someone like myself who loves knowing that your dollar, the way you choose to spend your dollar really matters, I know that this hits you right in the heart, because it's not just about us getting a premium product. It's knowing that the people on the other side of the bottle are now in this position where they're able to better their lives. The hand up has certainly been extended through this doTERRA relationship and co-impact sourcing. The business model, like I said before, connects us to 120 open markets now. And I love sharing this fact as well. If you're considering doTERRA as an opportunity for you, think about this. This is something I couldn't have imagined in my wildest dreams. So the people are super important to me. When I got into doing doTERRA as a business and teaching classes, I met some really great people right off the cuff. You spend some time sharing the oils with people, you're bound to meet people, that you form connections with. And in one of my earliest classes, I can't remember if it was my first one or not, but I met this wonderful woman who was from London, Ontario, which is where I'm from, who has since moved to the other side of the world. She now lives in India and who is now growing a gorgeous, beautiful, thriving business in a market that we haven't even opened yet, but we're looking forward to opening sometime in 2021. So the opportunity to connect with people both locally and on a global scale is something that should excite you. It should allow you to feel the connection not only to people in your immediate space, but people that you have the potential to touch in other parts of the world. It's truly one of those extraordinary things. And this type of opportunity only comes along when you have an amazing product and you have incredible people that will support you, and incredible people that you know doTERRA supports through the co-impact sourcing model. Definitely not the easiest, not the cheapest, but absolutely the right way to do business.
So beautifully said. That is probably the piece that becomes the most important over time, is the community that forms through this business, right? Like it's mind-blowing how large this can grow just through that, focus of helping one person at a time, one drop at a time, showing up and sharing your experiences. I mean, all of us can attest to this, that we have met some of the most incredible people around the world simply through a share on Instagram, sharing a way that we used oils today, or some kind of powerful experience we had, and it connects us with somebody across the world. And all of a sudden we're now, expanding our community. In our whole fit community, you guys, as of the time of this recording, we have 80,000 people on our team around the world. And that's really mind-blowing. And I have to share something funny with you. Some of the OGs on here, like Rebecca, Brittany, for example, they would know this. When we first started growing, I remember sharing this goal originally. This was about 7 years ago. I thought, how cool would it be if by the year of 2020, we had 10,000 people part of our community? And I would share that during classes, and people were like, wow, yeah, that would be really cool. And here we are at 80,000. Like it expands, it multiplies over time in such a beautiful way. Next, I want to bring on Chris Britton. She's going to share with you, we're going to start talking about the pay, because that's what we're all here for, right? You guys know the oils work. You love your oils. Maybe you learned something new about the sourcing model and what connects us as this global community, but maybe the area that you haven't quite dug into and understood is the pay, the compensation plan, how you actually earn money in doTERRA. And Chris is going to share with you a personal story of coming into network marketing even before doTERRA, and why this industry is so powerful. So Chris, I want to turn it over to you. She's going to take the next, a good 5 to 7 minutes to dive into this with you guys.
Hi, you guys. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you sound great.
Okay. I just realized that my name shows up as my husband. So it's actually Chris, not Ryan. Just so everyone knows. This is the challenge of both people operating Zoom all the time, crisscross. So let's talk about this brilliant compensation plan that doTERRA offers. And I can truly say, being in other network marketing companies in the past, this is absolutely the best compensation plan. And it is built for long-term residual income. And what I know, because being in other companies, what Andrew's talking about prior, talking about getting, your cars and all of that, that was the company that I had a lot of success in before, was one of those. So they paid you quickly up front. And what would happen is leadership, customers would start to trickle off quickly. And so imagine like having a compensation plan like doTERRA, and like everyone else has been sharing here, the beautiful products that we have that work and that are potent and so rich, that keeps people longer. And in network marketing, your gold, your foundation is your retention. It's your customers staying happy and reordering. So for us in our prior company, it would be a 90-day window, and then we'd have to rebuild again unless we were focused on bringing business builders in. And so for us, for myself and my husband, we felt like that was a lot of pressure at the time. And so what we noticed, and we did the calculations, what we were earning in that prior company, we would have been making triple here with doTERRA with the amount of volume we had running through per month. And so that really shows me that this is like legacy creation that we have here with this compensation plan. And tying this into the retention, doTERRA has a 65% retention rate, where in average, the industry is 13%. So this is so important. If you're listening to, or you have the oils in front of you and you're working with them, you understand that magic that they evoke within you, that healing that allows your body or your home to have. And imagine bringing that out to other people, and that many people, 65% of the people that you touch, stay on for a long period of time. That is so important when you're building a business and you're looking to create something long-term. The other thing that I love about doTERRA is that they are privately owned and debt-free. So doTERRA doesn't answer to Wall Street or any other lobbyist. Our prior company did, and this was brought up as well. It shut down. So you want to plug into a company that has a vision that you can tie into, but they're also listening to their customers and their wellness advocates, really taking our vision and our heart into play as well. So you feel confident and supported, going all in and pouring your time, your community, opening the doors to doTERRA to other people, and you feel solid in that decision because you know they're here for the long haul. You know they're good. And with other things that I have partnered with, the products weren't great. They were okay. So I always found myself trying to lead with the business and hide the product. And I saw many of you sharing in the thread that you have it in network marketing. And I don't know if any of you felt this way, but I sure did. I felt really icky when I needed to make that sale because I felt like I was trying to hide something. And so what I would do was I would start focusing just on business builders. Anyone that wants to make, $1,500 extra a month or $4K a month. And I found myself getting to a point of, I was losing that heart connection. I was losing that fulfilled feeling of helping people bring something into their home that was truly, or into their bodies that was truly going to help them. So we ended up leaving that company and switching into coaching, which I'll get into on the next slide. But doTERRA is so focused on getting customers started that if you feel that ickiness around selling, it really is such ease and grace and flow because you're just sharing your personal connection to the oils and how they helped you in your home. Like Brittany and Megan were sharing. I was listening to them and I'm like, oh my gosh, I know other people that need to hear their story, or that invokes something within me that I can't wait and go and trying to make that roller ball or that roller blend. So that's how we get to share this opportunity. And if you can go to the next slide, please. So why direct sales? I have such a passion about talking about network marketing because 10 years ago is when we first got started in network marketing, and it completely changed my life. I, at the time, was such an introvert. Anybody else, just don't look at me. I don't want to get up on stage. I don't want to talk to anybody. This was before Facebook was really a thing. So I didn't really even know what I was going to do, but I had this feeling that we had to do something. I was just laid off. It was just during that rocky time that we had in our economy last time. Network marketing thrives during this market, you guys, thrives. And I am living proof of that. We took the government sent us a check. It was our last money that we had coming in. It should have gone to rent, but we ended up putting it all into a business because the overhead in network marketing is so low, and you get in doTERRA an incredible product that you have that will do so many different things in your home, but also open up the invitation to other people. So we went all in. We were barely making $2,000 a month. And we knew that if we partnered with the right team, we had a system to plug into, and we went for it, we'd be able to turn our life around. We had tried other things that just wasn't working, or it was costing too much. And with this, we were able to run to 6 figures in 10 months and completely change the way that we lived our life. And if it wasn't for this industry, I don't know where we'd be today. So when you look at companies, you look at products, you look at team, you look at all of that, that's that mixing pot that you want to plug into, so you know you're not alone, and you know that you're going to get the support that you need, and also come into something super low cost, which is also a write-off. We want to remember that. There's so many beautiful things that come along with a business like this and create residual income. So I said that my husband and I also run a coaching business. Our coaching business, unless we're filling a lot of people into a group program that runs 12 months or longer or less time, we're capped at a certain point unless we hire other coaches or hire a larger sales team. And that's absolutely something that we're in the works of doing. But this is something that you can plug into, or you can start to grow right now. If you have another career or another business, it can run side by side, or you can get doTERRA to a place where you can actually step away from your other career job, or maybe a business that isn't lighting your heart up anymore. And so I look at it, it fits perfectly into our coaching business. It supports our clients also emotionally, where we like to do a lot of the work, and also offers them an opportunity to make extra money on the side. And so that's a win-win for us. So you also want to look at, when you're coming into a business like this and the product is so stellar and incredible, this is what's going to allow you to create incredible residual income. And that's where true wealth lies, right? That's where you really want to be focused on growing and pouring your time and your energy. Next slide, please. So in this industry, you can see that this is where people are buying from, and they're buying through other people that are in, like, you know, just this past holiday season. And sure, over like 2020, it's been chaotic and crazy. I'm sure you've seen the post, everyone saying, post what it is, like what direct sales company are you in? Let's buy from one another. And you start to see how many people are actually wanting to buy from people that they know and that they love and that they value. And so I was saying earlier how I was feeling icky to sell the business all the time. Now it's something I love to talk about. I love talking about helping people make money and grow the business. But when I started in doTERRA, I was not wanting to start it as a business builder. I said, I'm never doing network marketing again because of our last company and the negative taste I had in my mouth from that. And so I came in to purely balance my hormones and grow my hair back. And it was one bottle of lavender that I posted on Instagram that a client came to me and said, hey, you're doing doTERRA, I want to partner with you. I said, no, I'm not touching it. I hadn't even looked at the compensation plan. And she said, oh no, we're growing this. I said, okay. And from my previous experience, and obviously having people like my husband come in and look at the compensation plan, and all these ideas were spinning in my mind, like waking me up in the middle of the night. You can share this, you can share this, you could do this. I said, okay, we're going in. But I still had this fear of being salesy or coming across like I'm harassing people. And so I wanted to keep it quiet, but at the same time, yell from the rooftops, this is what I'm doing. And I remember posting this one post, and I don't know why I thought of my Aunt Marla. I thought, oh my gosh, she is going to totally judge me for doing another one of these network marketing things again. And I said, okay, I don't care. I'm just going to post it on Facebook. And my Aunt Marla today is one of the highest recruiting people on my team. And she came to me saying, how do I get these oils and how do I promote the business? Without me even having to say anything or approach her. That's how beautiful I believe this company is. And I know the products are. People need them and they naturally want to share them. So when you look at the global retail sales in network marketing, it's a no-brainer because people are looking to buy what you have to offer. So you might as well get paid for it. Right? You see these influencers on Instagram, you want to buy what they have. People are looking for you to share things that you love and solving a problem for them. So don't rob that from them, right? Don't rob that from them. Show up in a way that you have such a beautiful solution for them, and you'll start to see your legacy build.
Wow, what a story. Seriously, I mean, you have had such an experience over the last decade within this industry. And I think it's really valuable for people to understand that this is one of the main ways products move in our world today. I think it's common to look at this industry and a lot of people will kind of, you know, poo-poo it like it's not legit, and it's huge. It's one of the primary ways products move. And the thing to understand is when a company is looking to sell a product, they choose between the typical retail model or this model. And all that happens is they divert whatever money would have been invested into marketing to have that product on a shelf, get the commercials, get the billboards, get the magazines, print ads, all the things. They take that budget and they divert it into people. That's what happens in network marketing. So this is why it's not a scheme, as sometimes people will throw that word around. There certainly have been companies where there was actually no product. It was all business, all recruiting, all selling, and there wasn't actually a product that worked. Sometimes there wasn't even a product. It was like, and these companies would get shut down. That has created this reputation for the industry at times, and you have to be careful, of course, when you're looking at an opportunity. But what you need to understand is this is as legitimate as any business. It's just a reallocation of funds. So I want to come back to Colleen, because I know one of the things that initially, when you were having these great experiences with your oils, you were very interested in something that could create more time freedom for you. Share with us, why this mattered to you at that point, and give us some of the info on this particular slide.
All right. Well, at first, I had no idea that time freedom was what I was looking for, really, because as I was working as a personal trainer, I did it for 10 years, and I would work 3 jobs in one day and, thrive on having my calendar busting at the seams and, having 12 clients a day. Fast forward to when I had my first baby, and that all changed. But I remember when I was about to go off from my training job and having a conversation with one of my clients and saying, yeah, by the time he's 3 months, I'm sure I'll be back to doing at least 2 days a week with you. Little did they know I would never, ever go back, because once I held that little babe, it was like he was all I cared about. But I think the great thing about doing what we do is that, before, when I'm working as a trainer, I'm literally getting paid by the hour. So I'm only getting paid for when I'm actually with a client. If a client doesn't show, then, I don't get paid. Or if nobody books in with me, then I don't get paid. But with doTERRA, you're working really even when you're not, right? Because even when you're using your own oils, like I consider that my work, because my work is now my passion. So when I was home with my first son, I would work, like I built my business basically on nap times and after he went to bed. So the best thing for me about the financial freedom is more the time freedom, because I now thrive on just being able to make my own schedule and work when I need to. So, especially now, when our kids are, my kids, so I know a lot more people are homeschooling now, but when the kids are in school, you can work those hours of the day. But when they're off, then what do you do? Because I know when my kids are home, all they want to do is be in my face. So I have to then go back to working after bed, or when, I can have them maybe on their iPads for an hour. But I think the great part about this is that, number one, you're making your own schedule. You are creating your own dreams. You are not having to work yourself or run yourself ragged every day. You have the ability to just have all of it more in your control. So you're working for yourself and you're driving your own goals rather than working for someone else and following the plan that maybe they have for you. And the other thing I love about it, when I look at my experience, is that when I was working one-on-one with clients, or even in small groups, I'm working with just those people at that time. Whereas, when we look at something like we're doing tonight, I'm spending 1 hour with, how many people are in here? Almost 200 people, right? So the reach is just so much more. So I appreciate my time and financial freedom so much more now than I did, before being in the situation that I was in.
Brilliant. Yeah. And we hear about life by design out there. It's a very popular thing to be talking about vision boarding and crafting your goals and declaring over your year. Perhaps some of you have thought of a word for this upcoming year and you really want to be intentional. The missing piece for so many of us will be finances at some point. We are limited in our ability to become completely free if we don't have something that's going to continue to grow without us needing to constantly be there as it's growing. And Chris was talking about this, Colleen just talked about that exchange of time for money is the world that we're all born into, unless you grew up in an entrepreneurial family. We're sold this dream of the 40-hour work week for 40 years of our life, and that we'll have some big fat pension waiting for us at the other end of the rainbow. And it's just not the case anymore. Our world has changed so fast, and a lot of the systems that are still educating about the old way they just haven't been brought up to date. And so many people are looking at this model as a way to become an entrepreneur, but to do it in a simpler way. Now, I thought it'd be helpful to break down some math for you, because this is what I think really helps when you're looking at something like this. If you think of a typical part-time job, and the reason I'm focusing on part-time jobs is doTERRA is attracting a lot of people who would be in the millennial age group right now. People who are thinking, you know, I'm not going to just follow the same path that I'm being told to follow. Going to post-secondary, graduating, getting your degree, perhaps doing more schooling, only to find out there's not a job at the other end of that. A lot of millennials are looking at this industry and just trying to find the right opportunity. So if you consider, let's just attach minimum wage, $15 an hour. That's in many areas within Canada, okay? If you were to work 20 hours a week, you'd be making about $1,200 a month in a part-time gig. In doTERRA, when you plug into our model, you'll be earning in the beginning. It's not going to come close to what you're making in a part-time job. You're also not going to be investing as much time, but you might make around $200 in your first month. After 6 months, you might be anywhere from $1,500 to $2,000 total in those 6 months. But here's what starts to happen. After you've been sharing the oils and following our model that works, if you have 3 people that want to partner with you to do this business, now this starts to really take off. And by the end of your first year building doTERRA, you would then be earning around $3,400 per month, which continues to build as residual income. So not only after 1 year will you have doubled what you would typically be making just working your part-time job, but now you've plugged into a residual model, which is a really important thing to understand from this session tonight. And we're going to go into a few slides with Brittany McDonald in just a moment. She's going to dive into what the residual income piece looks like. But we thought it'd be helpful just to paint a picture of what's happening right now. Megan, I wanted you to share this information because I know this is something that has been really interesting to you with current events, but also take us back to when you started this business, why this mattered to you to be part of something bigger like this.
Yeah, can you guys hear me okay? I know that we were having issues with my mic earlier, so hopefully I'm louder now. I'll talk really loud. I feel bad over here. I'm streaming on Instagram, so hopefully I'm not screaming at them. So yeah, I mean, for me personally, when I got introduced to this business, I actually, you know, it wasn't the money that interested me. And it was actually the community. It was about growing something. It was about creating influence. I wanted to be part of something. I knew that I served a bigger cause. Like I knew that I was meant to be part of something and I was going to grow something incredible. I didn't really know what that was going to look like. And so when doTERRA was introduced to me as a business, it just, you know, it just kind of, it was like, yeah, this is it. And I had the opportunity to grow something incredible. And, you know, Angie, you were saying, you know, having these communities, you know, and how you said you wanted to have 10,000 people. I'm at that point where I have, you know, a community of almost 10,000. And that is so incredible to me. I've grown something so amazing. And why we show this slide here is that, you know, nearly 2.2 million women have left the workforce during COVID. All right. I mean, we are in this unpredictable time. We are in this time where women are having to leave their jobs to homeschool their children, to leave their jobs because there's no job for them. It's shut down. It's gone out of business. And so more and more women are looking for something to do, whether that's looking at that compensation plan and saying, I want to be a presidential diamond one day, or just saying, I need to contribute to my family in some way, shape, or form. This is an opportunity to do that. You know, there are a lot of women in network marketing. As you can see, 74% are women, 26% are men. One of the reasons why we see this is that a lot of women, we're the consumers. I know I am in my home. I buy the products. My husband, you know, he kind of follows afterwards. Like he gives me a list of things that, you know, he wants from doTERRA now, but it was me that brought the oils into our home. It was me that had our family help him to fall in love with the oils. And so, you know, and then they start to kind of follow after. But for me, one of the biggest things that no one can ever take away from me in this business is the growth that I have gone through, the personal development that I have gone through. And I'll just share this because I know we have lots more slides to go through and I don't want to take up more time. But if you ask my husband, what do you love most about doTERRA? We've talked about oils. We love our oils. I shared a personal story, but he won't say oils. We've talked income and the potential with income. And as a blue diamond in doTERRA, the income is beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. I'm contributing into my home in such a meaningful, powerful way. But he doesn't say the money. He says the person that Megan's become. Because I have gone through so much growth in this business, and no one can ever take that away from me. And that is one of the reasons why I started it, because I knew that I had a lot of growing to do. And if you guys are here because you know that you are out to do something incredible in this world, and you're ready to grow and you're ready to be some unstoppable creature, this is an awesome opportunity for you guys. So anyways, I'll hand it back over to you, Ange.
That's so great. I mean, Megan's a close friend of mine. It's been really such a delight to see the journey you've been on, and you know, you've been extremely coachable throughout this whole time. I think that's been what has worked so well for you, is you have this heart to learn and grow, and every day you're looking to just make it better than the last. And that type of mindset is going to take you, you're unlimited in this space with that mindset. So true success story, Meg. All right, Britt, I want you to unmute yourself, and Britt's going to take us through the actual ways you earn in doTERRA, and then we will close this up sharing what we partner with you and offer you on our team to make this a super easy business. But Britt, take it away. Take us through how we earn money.
Okay, so let's talk about all of you and choosing your own adventure. So in doTERRA, there are all different kinds of people, but we're going to kind of break it down into 3 different kind of categories. So most people, when they hop into doTERRA, they really get connected and pulled in because they start using the product and they start loving the product and they start using it with their family and just living this wellness lifestyle. And I'm sure maybe many of you are there or have been there. And then most of us, whenever we find something that we love to share it with those that we, you know, that are in our circles, we're friends with, that are family with. And so a lot of us start to share doTERRA. We start to share the oils and the products. And we are just telling everybody just to try them out. But you can go a little bit further than that. And when you're sharing the products with those people that you know, you can actually start to get your products paid for. So you're sharing something that you love, that's working for you. You're going to help somebody else. You're going to get your own products paid for. And then if you want to dive even further than that, maybe you want to share on a bigger scale. You just want to, you know, like these are just creating some incredible things in your life and for other people that you want to share bigger. And you also want to earn extra income for yourself. And then we start diving into those of you who want to start your own business. You want this to be part of you, that you want to grow a business. You want to generate, you know, maybe replace your income. You might want to earn 6 figures or more. You know, it's kind of limitless. So we go into these 3 different categories, and you might find yourself flipping between them. But now, how do we actually earn money? How do we actually do this as a business? So when I started, I had a brand new baby and 2 boys at home and another job. I was running a business that I owned. And so it was all about like cutting through the noise and really drilling down onto what we actually need to do to move the needle forward, to earn income, to replace my income. It was about knowing and believing that there was an opportunity that existed. And it's simple. All it takes is to sample. So basically what you are doing, what many of you are doing, is sharing those oils, letting people experience doTERRA, teaching people how to use these products. Once somebody gets hooked and they love them and they're experiencing them, it's enrolling those people and getting them set up with their own doTERRA account. And then it's supporting them throughout so that they can start this process of this wellness lifestyle and feeling and finding what works for them. That's it. 4 simple things, guys. Have somebody experience it, teach them, enroll, and then support. So once you go through that process, now I'm sure you guys all want to know like how you actually make money. So 3 basic ways to make money. We'll dive into this a little bit more in an email that's going out tomorrow because there's a couple bonuses as well. But let's go through just the basics here. So when you share oils with somebody, they want to enroll, they want to get those oils in their home. You enroll them and you get a fast start weekly bonus. So you get paid every week on anybody new you enroll. You'll get 20%. If that person, let's say you enrolled Sue enrolls somebody else, you'll actually make money on that as well. You'll make 10% and you can make 5% on somebody else that's enrolled from them. So you're not just earning money on those people that you bring in and share oils with, but you're going to earn money on others as well. It's like that 20, 10, and 5%. So that's the first way you make money. The second way to make money is through our Power of 3 monthly bonus. So you can get a $50, a $250, and $1,500 monthly bonus. And that's by bringing those customers in, teaching them how to use the oils and love them, gaining their support. They start to learn and to fall in love and use these products on a monthly basis. And then you're rewarded $50 for every 3 people that are ordering like that. You're rewarded $250 for approximately having 12 people, and then up to $1,500 for like 39 people. So the potential is limitless in that part of how many people you're sharing and educating just by doing those 4 simple steps. And then the third way is the unilevel monthly bonus. So this is kind of like your long-term wealth. This is like your stability. This is where the money comes from later on for sure. This is where the bulk of it comes from. So once you've got customers, you've got loyal customers, they're ordering, they're using their products, then you have leaders, or I like to call them as business partners. They want to join in with you and they want to do the exact same thing that you're doing. And they continue to share and you continue to build this incredible community and team around you. And that's where that unilevel monthly bonus comes in. Okay, now this is just kind of a good snapshot on the potential that there is. So again, we'll dive deeper into this with our follow-up email tomorrow, but we just wanted to give you a glimpse. So like Anja talked about earlier, when you first start earning, in those first few months, you're earning, about $300-400 a month. And that might be where you want to be. That might be where you want to stay. You just want some extra income. But the potential in a year from now to be earning, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month. And then, a year or 2 from now, those numbers on this screen, those are real, guys. That like $38,000 a month, like that's mind blowing, but it's possible. It all depends on where you want to be and what you want to do with this business. Okay.
Thanks, Britt. I wanted to throw this one over to Colleen because I'm sure conversations like this have happened in your home with your husband, with what he does. Share with us, why planning for your future within this model makes sense, when you look at the typical trajectory versus doTERRA.
That's so funny, Ange. I showed the slide to Jay and I was like, what do you think of this? He knows I'm not really a numbers person. So when it comes to all of that, it really lights him up. He's a financial planner. So anyways, the thing when I look at this slide that really stands out to me, and I feel like the ongoing theme throughout what we've been talking about, is that you are in the driver's seat. So you are in complete control of your financial future. And when you look at a current 10-year plan of maybe a typical job that you might be doing, the growth is not very much from year to year. And when you go, from 1 year to 10, it's not that big of a growth. However, if you look at a doTERRA 10-year plan, you'll see that when you stay committed, when you don't quit on yourself, when you stay consistent, you really are in control of how quickly you grow, and the sky is really the limit. So whether you want to dedicate 15 minutes a day or 30 hours a week, it's really up to you. And there's some people who have grown in this business. I mean, I know with Anne, she grew pretty rapidly, but there's people who have grown to presidential diamond within 2 years, and it really is very possible depending on what you want to put into it. So planning for your future can look a whole lot different if you have goals for yourself or as a family. I mean, if there's things you want to do, like buy a vacation home or take your family to Disney, or even cover the cost of, or get rid of your debt, cover the cost of things that you aren't able to cover the cost of on a normal basis, even if it's just to cover the cost of your oils per month. There really is just so much opportunity for whatever it is that you want to make part of your individual plan. And I think that it can just look so much different. And I think the other important thing is that you just really don't quit on yourself, because if you create those dreams for yourself and you commit yourself to this business, then they really are very possible.
Yeah, I think the thing that really hits us when we think about this is time can go by so quick. I mean, guys, think about how fast this past year has gone. Can you believe we're entering 2021 already? I don't know if you guys have been feeling this, but I feel like we've hit this new relationship with time. It's just rocking along suddenly. And when you think about, when I go back, I can't believe we've been building this now for 7 years. And when I think about how many lives have changed since that decision, there was a very good chance that didn't happen if I hadn't at some point considered this opportunity. And I think this is what we really want you to think on tonight is you love your oils. It makes financial sense for you to be looking at an additional stream of income, even if it's just something you add in to pay for the groceries each month or whatever. Your goals don't have to be hitting, diamond or blue diamond rank or presidential rank. It can be something that is tangible and real to you right now to add this in. And it makes sense to do that. And we're going to now go into what we offer you as a team. Rebecca, I wanted to flip it over to you for a moment. Share with them the time commitment typically in this business, and then I'll close out with our team stuff.
Absolutely. I think it's important just to stop there for a moment. The time's going to go by anyway. 10 years will lapse. It's what are you going to do within that 10 years that will create the life that you're looking for? So if you have been thinking to yourself as you're hearing all of this beautiful information, yes, this sounds awesome, I sure would like to do that one day, and you're thinking to yourself that the time commitment is your distraction, I'm going to invite you right now to park that idea, because this business can be grown, and you've heard whispers of it in all of our talks tonight. It can be built in any amount of time. There are new moms out there who are building this business during nap times. There are those, yes, that get into this and want to commit their entire open space to creating their doTERRA business. But this is really important for you to know. This is completely customizable. We've talked a lot about the idea that if you're looking to create just enough of an income that you can cover the cost of your essential oils, that's a super powerful place to start. And that looks like about 3 to 5 hours a week. So when we say 3 to 5 hours a week, think about the fact that that includes maybe a social media presence. There's lots of different things that that can encompass. Think about the amount of time that you scroll social media or that you're watching TV, and just translate that, exchange that time, or redirect that time to something that will pay itself back to you in the next 10 years or much sooner. Getting your oils paid for is going to require 3 to 5 hours of your week, your entire week. If you're looking to take that a step further, maybe you want to supplement your income. I know Brittany talked about the idea that you're going to be earning in a variety of ways. And if that earning needs to be a supplemental income for you, then you're looking at around 5 to 15 hours. Keep in mind, this includes planning, this includes personal development, this includes a lot of different things. So that time can be absorbed very quickly to create a supplemental income for yourself. If you want to replace your income, the investment of your time is going to require you to commit on another level, 15 to 30 hours, or what many of us would describe a significant part-time to full-time position. We guide you through all of that. And this is the beautiful piece. I get to turn over to Ange here in a moment. You do not have to worry about how to spend the time. We're inviting you to carve out the amount of time that will help you realize your goals. We can support you in figuring that part out of it too. But because we have decided to collaborate so extensively this year, the time that you're able to donate, the time that you can invest for yourself in your doTERRA business is going to be put to epic use, because this collaboration has made it so simple for you. You won't have to invest a lot of time in planning or creating things that you're really unsure about. It's all going to be built in for you. So my invitation to you tonight is to think about what your goal would look like. Do you want your oils paid for? Are you looking for supplemental income, or are you looking to replace your income? We can decide on what the amount of time that would require, and then let's plug into what's being offered to you this year. I'll turn it over to Ange so she can really elaborate on how completely collaborative this entire year of 2021 is going to be. We hope that you will say yes to this opportunity, because it's powerful and wonderful, and it can take you where you want to go.
All right, we're going to close this out. We're going to go out on a high. We've kept it high the whole time, but we want to really take you on a peek inside of what we have come together to create for you. And here's the thing, you guys, we've been growing for 7 years, as we've said several times tonight. We knew we were coming into this new phase where we have to make this something that anybody can plug into and just go. One of the barriers I think that people have faced in the past is feeling like they need to be this essential oil expert in order to do this business, rather than just letting go of all these shoulds and sharing your love of oils and letting it grow. Just letting it grow, not putting this pressure on yourself. And so we have cast a new vision going forward, where we are collaborating as a team of high level leaders who have been doing this work for years. We want to remove a lot of these obstacles for you so that you can share your love of oils. You can document your journey using your oils for the first time. And when people are interested in learning more, we're lifting that burden off of you, at least in the beginning, until you start to grow, and then you can partner with us to continue offering what we're doing. So we're really making this business easy for you to plug in. We have our entire year mapped out. We're ready to go, and we're ready to grow, and we're ready to partner with you. We have elements each month that take care of the customer and the wellness advocate. That's what business partners are referred to in doTERRA, wellness advocates. So we have something every month coming this year that we are offering that you simply plug your customers into so that they're taken care of. So this business opportunity session, for example, it's timed to happen this month because next month we're running a 4-week Launch Your Business program. We're going to offer that program again in August. So our next business opportunity session won't be until July. So we're going to be launching a lot of people in January. And I'll tell you more in just a few slides. But this gives you a bit of an overlook. What we also have is our community calendar. So if you want to, you could actually pull up that link right now in a separate browser. You'll see that everything we're offering this year is in this calendar. You can share this link with your customers. You can let them know that, for example, every Monday night at 8 o'clock Eastern, we're going to be teaching an intro to oils class. So what this means is when you hop onto Instagram and you're sharing a cool tip with peppermint, you can say to somebody, hey, do you want to come into the next Monday night class? And you just send them the link to register, and then you enroll them. We teach, you enroll. So we're lifting that burden off in the beginning, okay? This is a really big deal because this is something you can plug into at any point throughout the year whenever you join with us. And then if you enroll customers who want to do this as a business, we have our launch program running twice a year. Go back. We also have a whole library of assets that you receive as a wellness advocate partnering with us. We have we've got it all. We've got a business blueprint, your custom starter guide. We have toolkits on all the topics. Like if you are someone who loves to learn and you really want to grow this, we have all the resources there for you. If you don't want to do any of that and you just want to share oils and earn money, then just do that and plug people into what we're doing. But what we really want to point out is you are unlimited here. You can go as far as you want to go, and we have everything there to support you in doing that. We also have a library of customer assets, which anybody that you enroll receives through you. You are their access pass. You are their Willy Wonka golden ticket, okay? When you enroll somebody, it opens up this whole world of experiences and value and ebooks and programs throughout the year to support the customer on their journey. Because do you guys all remember when your first kit of oils arrived, right? You were excited to use them, but you're kind of overwhelmed at the same time. We take you on this journey throughout your first year of putting those oils to work and really solving problems, which is the whole point of buying something, right? You want it to work for you. So here's what we wanted to wrap up with. We have a 4-week launch your business program starting in January. Okay, this is going to be like your boot camp, your business boot camp. We're going to help you just get everything set up. We're going to be offering mentoring to you to guide you through this 4 weeks. It's going to be Sunday nights at 8 o'clock in our Zoom room. And we've got lots of other perks built into this program for you, like additional commissions for your launch month. We're going to have assignments we give you. Really, one of the cool challenges we're giving you is simply go through our supernatural recipe guide, find a cool tip about oils, and share a new tip every day for 30 days. I don't know, Chris, Britton, I don't know if you remember, we were in part of like the blogging world back when it was really popular, like 10 plus years ago. And I don't know if you remember when I did this. When I first launched my brand, I ran a 30-day health challenge on YouTube where I posted a hot tip video every day for 30 days. And that's how I started 11 years ago. And I've been thinking about that experience lately and how that was my entry into this whole space. And this is what we're actually going to teach you to do in this program, is just get into simple action every day for 30 days. And we're going to take care of the rest as you start to enroll people. So let's close this out. There are several kinds of people in this session tonight. If you are not yet a part of our community, our essential oil community, message the person that invited you. Shoot them a quick text tonight or an email or an IG message, however you guys connect. Message them tonight and just say, hey, that was a cool session. I'd like to learn more about launching my business in January. If you're not yet a customer and you're in Canada, we have a kit sale on. All the kits are 20% off until end of December. So we wanted to highlight that for those of you that are Canadian. In the US, they have a different promo going on there. All the markets have different promos, but I know we have a lot of Canadians on tonight. And just backing up, when you choose your kit, you would select Wellness Advocate as your account type, okay? And then the person that enrolls you will go through just how you get set up to be earning commissions right away. If you are already part of our team, and that is probably a good majority of you are customers on our team who have not yet started your business, here's what you're going to want to do. The first thing is, please just shoot a message off to the person that enrolled you on our team. Let them know you attended tonight and you want to upgrade your account and get your business going this year. They'll help you with that. But basically what you're going to do is you're going to pop into your back office. There's a button you'll see to upgrade your account to Wellness Advocate. It's free to do this, okay? However, we're also asking that in the next 10 days that you enroll your first person, okay? That's a key thing for starting our launch program, because we want to teach you how to properly structure your business right out of the gate. So we want you to have your first person enrolled within the next 10 days, or by January the 8th. Once you've done that and you've chatted with the person that's enrolled you, you can head over to our landing page, wholefit.com/launch-your-biz. And there you're going to find the details for our program that's starting January the 10th. So you'll see a form that you fill in to register for it. It's totally free to you, okay? But we're only offering this twice a year. So twice a year, there's going to be a lot of growth energy on our team around launching your business. So let's end on this note. This session, this information tonight, is a take it or leave it situation. I mean, we are all here sharing with you our personal experiences. This is a real opportunity. However, much more of our time is invested in our customers. So we very rarely do these sessions. You guys, we only do this session twice a year. And so we're grateful that you could join tonight. And I guess our main driving home point is we want you to understand that you are unlimited here, totally unlimited. There is no one above you or below you or beside you that is going to dictate your success. And I think whenever you're presented an opportunity like this, you want to ask, is this going to move me closer or farther away from who I want to be? If you're excited about what we've shared, if you believe that there's more to this life than perhaps what you've been led to believe, if you believe you were created to thrive and be free and be blessed through your gifts and through helping other people, this business is for you, okay? I don't think you're here by accident. So I'm going to take off the screen share right now. If you guys want to hang out for another 10 minutes or so, we are happy to stay on with you and ask or answer any questions you have about this tonight. I'll hop over to the chat. How about, because we have so many people on the Zoom room, if you could please post your question right now into the chat box. We'll take some questions if you have them. But you know, this is a really exciting year for us as a community, because there is so much change happening in the world that the reason we felt an urgency to hop on and share this with you is because in times of chaos, there is a birthing that happens. We have this opportunity to bring the light and to be the light for many people right now who are searching for something like this. And I mean, there may be some of you who are on who maybe this isn't for you, but maybe there's somebody on your team that this is the exact thing they're looking for. So be that person to another person, you know, share this opportunity with somebody, even if it's not appealing to you. You might be in a situation where, you know, you're financially doing great, and maybe you're not drawn to this idea of having greater influence within your work. It's not something that appeals to everybody, but maybe there's somebody that would love to have this chance. So Corey asked, what if we're already a wellness advocate on another doTERRA team? Can we access the Launch Your Biz? Corey, that is a program just for our whole fit community. So we knew there would be some of you joining from other teams tonight, but that is a core program for our team. So what I would suggest is if you're on another team, doTERRA has a launch guide. All the tools are in that Empowered Success library, which does guide you through launching your business. But I would just reach up line within your team, because there's probably something being offered within your team. All right. Is the additional compensation for anyone who does the Launch Your Biz program, or only new advocates? I'm not sure, Jacqueline, if you're speaking about the compensation deck. We're going to email something out tomorrow, which dives in a little bit deeper, because we could have gone on for another hour, to be honest. There are many perk levels within this business. We wanted to cover off the top pieces with you, and we already went over an hour, right? So we wanted to message that out tomorrow. Do we feel like social media is a non-negotiable right now? Yeah, it really is. So, and I mean, social media encompasses more than just the obvious things like Facebook and Instagram. Email marketing is very important right now. As these platforms are becoming more volatile, you want to have a way to connect with people in the online space, especially if you're in places where they're limiting that ability to connect in person. A lot of us are in places like that right now. So social media is, I mean, we've known this for years. It's not going away. It's the way that we are all connected. The key thing is you want to just figure out what your favorite way of connecting is. Is it through posting pictures? Is it through writing, blogging? Do you have an amazing voice? Do you love to communicate? Maybe you love podcasting. So figure out, what's your way to connect and where will you be most consistent? The business classes, will they be recorded and resent for the replay? This class will be, yes. If you're in our Launch Your Biz program, you'll have 3 days to watch the recordings each week. If we move into Wellness Advocate, did I understand that we need to order a kit to begin? What might that be? If you're already a customer, Grace, you don't need to order a kit to upgrade to Wellness Advocate. All you do is click the button and it's free to do that. Your business cost, I don't even know if we covered this. Did we cover the $100 fee tonight? I don't think we did. Okay, real quick, important info. Your only business cost in doTERRA is your personal monthly order of 100 PV, which is like $100 of essential oils. Your personal order. So you're not ordering inventory. Like I'm looking at Britt McDonald's screen. She's got this beautiful shelf of oils. She didn't have to do that to do the business, okay? That's not inventory she's selling in a parking lot in a van with no windows, okay? No, that is what she's using, okay? I mean, honestly, I'm sure I can speak for all of us here. The inventory, the oils we have in our home are what we're using. It's not what we're selling. So your cost is your personal orders. And so, I mean, I'm reaching out to some of my personal customers this week because I looked in my back office and they're already ordering 100 or 150 every month. They're already set up to earn commissions. So I'm like, hey, like, do you love your oils? You want to share them and earn some money because you're already set up for commissions. So sorry we missed that crucial info. If you're on another team, register for the yearly plan you talked about. Love. Okay, yeah, I think we do have quite a few people on that aren't on our team, but we wanted to keep this open to everybody. But there are some things we have to keep for our community, and the Launch Your Biz is one of them. But if you'd like, you can look at what we're doing and offer that to your team. If we have an existing team but have no idea how to structure or restructure, will that be covered in the launch program? Yes, it will. So what we're going to be doing around week 3, week 4 is we're going to be teaching you how to set the foundation for your business, for your tree. And so for those of you that are coming into this launch program and you might have an existing team you've been building for a couple of years, we're going to teach you how to clean it up, how to restructure if you need to. That will really be a time for you to ask your questions and have a plan for going forward. Okay, yeah, Jill, can you type in the landing page for Launch Your Business? I've actually been seeing on my phone quite a few forms being filled in as we've been speaking. So we're going to go through all the forms, just make sure we've got everyone, on our team that have applied for the program. And then we'll be starting January 10th. So you'll be receiving an email with the Zoom link and the details for the program. We're really excited to bring this to you because we have a lot of resources out there, right? We want to bring all of this together into this zipped up launch package so that you leave that feeling really clear. And I really want to make sure you understand how important this calendar is that we've come together to create for you and offer you, because you can plug people in. Let's say you work full-time and you just want to share your oils. You don't have to be teaching. At some point, you're going to want to do that to grow your business beyond some of the starter ranks. But hey, there are people in doTERRA who have just always done that. They've just plugged people in and they've grown. Okay, so it's totally up to you. Okay, I do not have a membership and I don't know how to start a doTERRA business. Do I need to have someone join by the 8th too? So here's what we suggest. If you are brand new, you haven't purchased your kit of oils yet, purchase your kit of oils and then think about a friend or a family member that you know would love these products. Have them be the first person you enroll. It's not absolutely mandatory that you have someone enrolled for launch program, but it's going to make a lot more sense for you if you do, because we want you to go through the process of enrolling somebody. And the best way to do that is with somebody you currently know. So maybe your bestie might be interested in a kit of oils. They can be the first person you enroll, and then we'll teach you how you take care of the customer, all the things you do after they enroll. Okay, do you guys have any questions on your Instagram shares you want to answer live? Just don't want to miss anything. Have we covered everything? You guys unmute yourself. I feel like I'm like on a date with myself here. Let's close out all of us 6 unmuted.
I think we're good to go. I think that was very informative.
Right on.
Love it. Thank you so much, Ange, for putting this all together.
Oh no, I thank you guys. This was a long time coming. You know, like we said earlier, we don't actually focus on the business as much. We are a base of 80 to 90% customers. So we thought it would be awesome to come together, do this, and kick off the year on the right foot. I think it's really good timing for all of us to breathe life into this business. So great. Well, I don't see any other questions there. So we'll just end off by blowing kisses, and we'll get this recording ready to go. You guys that are on the Zoom, because you registered for this, we'll send this out in an email tomorrow afternoon, the recording, so you can share that with anybody that wasn't able to make tonight if you'd like. And we'll also share that more detailed compensation deck if you just want to grab a tea this week and dig a little bit more into and think about what this year could look like for you. And I guess most important, consider joining us for launch, okay? You'll want to have made that decision by January 5th. So talk to the person who invited you, okay? Especially if you're brand new or if you're a customer and you just want somebody to help you with the steps. Message your upline tonight before you go to bed, and they'll be excited to go through the info with you. All right, you guys, much love to you. Keep well, and we will hopefully see you in launch.